All right. So this is gonna be a separate video from the documentaries, from the vlogs. If you guys don't know, I made a video about why you should invest in gold in 2024. Here it is. None of you watched it. None of you listened. And shortly after that video, gold went from, I think gold went from what, $2,100 an ounce all the way up to, I believe it peaked at $3,400 an ounce. So the gold side of my investment portfolio has been doing extremely well. I'm not gonna lie, over the past year, my investments have gone up significantly, and my life is, I'm comfortable, but strangely, I am hungrier more now than ever. Ever since, no political, I'm not trying to get political, but ever since Trump got in the office, all right, gold soared, crypto dropped, and this just has been the best timing. The stock market dropped. So my gold went up, crypto and stocks went down. So what I ended up doing was holding my gold and dumping all of my fiat into crypto and the stock market at literally all-time lows. So yeah, it's been weird. I'm comfortable, or I feel way more better about my financial place. But now I'm just more hungrier now than ever before, because I bought an Ethereum for like $1,500. It's currently at, it peaked at 25 recently, but it's currently at like 24.50 per token. And I started putting my money in Bitcoin around $83,000. It dropped all the way down to like 78,000. Kept on putting money in there, and now it's at $104,000. Started buying Solana when it was at $130, and kept on buying even when it was down at like what, 99 or $100 flat per token, and now it's at $170. I think it peaked at 180. So, and now the stocks, I invested in AMD, but you guys are not gonna see that here. You guys are gonna see that in episode 4 of my documentary. But I just want to give you guys like a little bit of like what's going on, like what have I been doing, like the moves that I've been making. If you guys don't know, my documentary has been backed by 2 months. So 2 months I wasn't filming. Last week I made $2,000 in a week. In not even a week, in like 4 days, 5 days, $2,000 in 5 days, which is basically a week, but not really. It's like a week is 7 days. But besides that, I made that much. And I've never experienced that so fast. And I swear, it just made me way more hungry to see what is really possible in crypto. My stocks are fine. They're just kind of, they're going up, but very, very, very like slowly, like, but they're going up. This is going to be mainly about crypto. Not even crypto. This is going to be mainly about Bitcoin. My perspective on Bitcoin, if you guys care about what I have to say about Bitcoin, is going to be about why I believe Generation Z should and could change Bitcoin forever. I'm not going to get into the whole topic of, okay, I feel like everybody knows at this point that the American dollar is very prone to losing its value. Why? Because of, I don't know, they print a shit ton of it every year. Okay, so when you print so much of something and it's no longer scarce, it becomes less valuable. All right, it's basically the opposite of gold. There's only a finite amount of gold and it's scarce, and that's why it's fucking valuable. They print the dollar and it's not valuable. So you can make it. It's like Crocs. You know what I'm saying? You have so many fucking Crocs that, okay, that's a bad analogy. I don't know what you can compare it to. What I'm saying is that it gets worthless every year. Approximately 11 to 12% a year. It loses value. All right. So $100 next year is going to be worth $88. And that's been going on for fucking decades. My perspective on Bitcoin. I started investing in Bitcoin when I was 19, which wasn't too long ago. Okay. March. I am Generation Z. And I to be honest, I didn't know what I was doing. I still really don't have much of an idea, but I do have somebody backing me up. Not gonna say his name. Maybe he will appear in episode 4 of the documentary of Road to $100,000. That's the documentary. If you guys want to go check it out, head to my channel. The first 2 episodes are complete trash, but the 3rd episode is in 4K, and I put in a lot of time editing that. So besides that, I do have somebody backing me. He has hundreds of thousands of dollars in crypto, and he's been in crypto for a very long time. He found his success in the 2021 bull cycle, and we started talking around last year, 2024, and he told me that, okay, there's going to be another bull cycle next year, and you should, honestly, Justin, I think that you should sell your gold and put it in crypto, which I'm not going to do because I'm so up on my gold. It's insane. I'm like 50 to 40% up on my gold, and I have thousands of dollars in gold, thousands. Though now I have tens of thousands. But what I'm saying is this: Generation Z could change Bitcoin. Not like in a sense of it can revolutionize Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is already revolutionary technology. Some people have different perspectives, whether some believe that, hey, Bitcoin's kind of obsolete, the technology was birthed in 2008, 2009, and things like that are kind of outdated, ancient. I mean, I was born in 2005. Bitcoin was born in 2008, 2009. But that doesn't, in my opinion, that doesn't really apply to things that are revolutionary. Look at the iPhone. Look at YouTube. Look at Google. Look at Amazon. Okay? So, are you going to call YouTube outdated and obsolete? Not really, because I'm posting on it. People make money on it. All right? Facebook, Instagram, things that you use every day, they were most likely birthed in, believe it or not, the late 90s, early 2000s, late 2000s, early 2010. The same kind of time period as Bitcoin. So people that say that Bitcoin's outdated and old technology, I don't understand you, because you're saying that on YouTube, which was born in 2005. YouTube is revolutionary technology. The iPhone, born in 2008, revolutionary technology. I'm filming this on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and look at this quality. Things, yes, they need to be updated. There are some protocols that build on Bitcoin and, improve the network a little bit, but Bitcoin is already what it is. The idea of fixing the problem with fiat currency digitally, that idea is literally Bitcoin and is literally revolutionary. It's digital gold. I've been investing in gold since I was 16. It is digital gold. It's deflationary. Okay, I'm gonna make it simple for you guys to understand it. And I'm not trying to say that you guys are dumb or you guys are, no, I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to speak to people that may not be like too informed on Bitcoin, or people that are really young. Like I'm talking about if you're like 17, 18, 19, even 16, 15, if you are getting into Bitcoin. Money goes down in value because they're printing so much of it. Bitcoin is going up because it's deflationary. There's a halving of Bitcoin every 4 years. And the next halving is going to be in 2028. That next halving alone will shoot the price up probably about 20 to 50% at least, because there's less and less of it. That's basically the natural order of things in every market. When things become scarce, they become valuable. That's why gold is valuable. That's why certain college degrees aren't valuable, because so many people are getting the same college degree, and it's not becoming scarce anymore because so many people have the same degree. And that's why they can't find any jobs. Or let's talk about like how I had a brain fart. Currently, right now, I'm telling my friends, hey, if you don't want to struggle so much in life, maybe save in Bitcoin. Don't invest in Bitcoin. Save your money in Bitcoin. I just feel as if people around my age still kind of have their head in the gutters. And I have nothing against them. I understand some people, every person has a different time in their life when they wake up, where they, I would say for most people it's having their first kid, where they feel, okay, now it's a necessity to earn money, to invest money, to plan for the future. And that's perfectly fine. But me personally, I'm telling my friends to invest in Bitcoin, save in Bitcoin. If you don't want to save in Bitcoin and you want to save in fiat, that's perfectly fine. But you should allocate 10% of your earnings into Bitcoin a month. I mean, it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? Like if you have no bills and you don't pay rent, or you have a cheap car and you just pay for gas, and maybe your parents are even paying for your insurance, hey, put your money in Bitcoin, because right now is the best time ever to, you know what I mean? And right now they're kind of just more focused on, I guess, college or partying or doing stupid shit, and that's perfectly fine. I have nothing against them. Like I said, people have their own time of waking up. But I do believe that once they wake up, it's gonna be very impactful. Mainly due to the fact that Bitcoin was birthed in 2008, 2009. Meaning that I was like 3. I couldn't invest in Bitcoin. So literally the whole journey from $0 to $100,000 has been experienced by the 80s babies and the 90s babies. And they're the generations that put liquidity into it, money into it, time into it, effort into it. They're the ones that created it to what it is today. And I just feel like there's going to be a whole new wave of liquidity and money and volume into, I guess, Bitcoin's ecosystem. I'm not saying it's going to be 1 year from now, 2 years from now, because I'm telling my friends to put money into it. But my friends were born in 2005, 2006, even 2007, 2004. So it's going to take them a little time. I believe that I hope at least that I'm a bit ahead of them. Currently, my whole crypto portfolio is at $8,000. And I started like 3 months ago, 2 months ago. If you told me, I mean, you guys could look back at episode 1. I started off with 13 cents in my account. And now it's at $8,000. I would have never believed that I could accumulate this much in such a short amount of time. It's not life-changing money to me anymore. It doesn't feel like it. I would like to have around 50,000, 100,000 in crypto. But it's gonna take them time. But regardless of that, Bitcoin is not dependent on the next generation being involved at all. It's really not, because Bitcoin now has the eyes of institutions, okay, firms, mainly BlackRock, which is a really big deal. I've been aware of BlackRock since I was 16, the biggest investment firm in the world. It's getting the eyes of the banks. It's getting the eyes of the government of the United States and the governments of different countries too. I believe regardless of Generation Z gets involved or not, that it will continue to rise. And eventually it will hit 1 million. I mean, it has to. As long as people are still actively using the technology. And I think that Generation Z is, from the people that I know that are my age and that are using Bitcoin and crypto and stuff like that, it's very natural to me to use Bitcoin. It's very natural. I use different wallets. I have Degen, I have my regular wallet. It's very natural to me. It doesn't feel out of the ordinary. It doesn't feel like it's alien, or I should say alienated. It doesn't feel like I'm doing anything not normal. When I need money, I go into my wallet, I cash out. It hits my bank account as fast as, I would say, the fastest I ever seen it hit my account was like an hour. I could be wrong and say like maybe a little less than an hour, but yeah, it's I need the money, I take it out. And the money grows itself. It's so hands off. It's so passive. Yes, you should be very careful with anything other than Bitcoin. And even Bitcoin itself could drop sometime. It could have a drastic drop. But I believe that it will always go up, because I still recall me being 16, 17 and me looking at the Bitcoin price and it being $43,000. And now I'm looking at the Bitcoin price and it's at $104,000. I mean, it's insane. That's nearly double. I mean, that's more than double. That's like nearly triple. So, like, I keep saying like, but this is so insane to me. All I ever had to do, instead of putting my money in gold, instead of putting my money in stocks, all I ever had to do was put money into Bitcoin. From 17, 16 till now. And I could have been, really, really financially wealthy. And But that does not discourage me because I still believe that I'm still early. The crypto market is only worth, at the time of this recording, $3.33 trillion. Some market caps of companies are worth more than that. I believe only 2% of the world is using crypto in general. And I just want to tell you guys that, to me at least, it feels very natural to use it. It's very natural. I completely wiped out my HYSA, which is a high yield savings account. I completely drained it and put it into Bitcoin, because why would I need a savings account giving me 2.7% a year when on average Bitcoin is doing 30% a year? Bitcoin and crypto already gave me 20% in the last 2 months. And I understand that I need to pull out the money in my altcoins sooner or later. And we'll I'll do that. We'll get into that in the documentary. But as of right now, I'm just holding. And I'm going to hold until, I'm going to say, until I see the fear, I guess, measurement go above 84. So that's my exit plan. I do have my exit plan on my computer. That's for me personally. And you guys got to look into it. Generation Z, there is hope. I understand that groceries are high, gas is high, you can't afford a car, you can't afford to leave your parents' house. There is hope for us, and it could be in Bitcoin. So you make your decision on what you want to do, and if not, you can watch me until you feel comfortable doing it on your own, and I'll show you what's possible. But I truly believe that I could have $100,000 by 25 using Bitcoin alone. And I truly believe that I can have 40 off of crypto, altcoins, by next year. So I'll see you guys in episode 4.